one. Wait, it's not updating. Okay, we are live. Let me send out the announcement. Okay, I gotta change my Twitch image. Okay, I'm gonna change that. So, okay. Okay, first time trying this Twitch a new handle because there's something wrong with my official account, and this is not really official GHA. This is my personal stream. So, anyways, still the same content, same format. We're gonna test a Tempest Battleship. The background music today is provided by Twitch TV/Insomniac. Check him out when you can. Okay, so Tempest, right now, as you can see, let me bring up the window here. It is a tier 10 ship. Tech level 10. But tomorrow, with the new patch, the infamous insurance patch, they somehow snuck this in to feature this as a tier 9. So they're changing the tech level requirement to tier 9, which means it will be accessible very soon. So I decided to check it out because a lot of my Alliance, shout out to GHA, Alliance members have recommended or have been worried that this ship may be too powerful with its 2 roll bonuses. Look at the damage bonus and the activation time bonus, which is the speed at which it fires. 2 awesome bonuses to this awesome battleship that has 8 high slots, 8 weapon slots. So again, I am using right now, the DPS you're seeing is with auto cannon, which we're probably not going to use. So in a minute, I'm going to show you what this is going to look like with long range cannons. But for now, I just wanted to show you, in case you wanted to use this as a raiding ship or wanted to use it as a close range combat ship. This is with all C-types on auto cannons or close range. You could get as high as 20 to 120 DPS. Again, I have perfect skills. If you don't have perfect skills, maybe just a tiny bit lower, but not too much difference. Let me show you the low slots. Low slots, I have all C-types. First, I have shield booster. Again, in the PvP context, this may not be useful, but since I'm testing this in a PvE setting, I thought it'd help. I have your invulnerability field, I have your reactive and active. I have 2 DPS mods for C-types, and I have a micro warp drive, pretty standard. And for mid slots, even more standard. I have my dual web setup, but I don't think we're going to use it too much because again, I'm going to switch the weapons to long range soon. The webs, I believe, let's see, 15 kilometers range. So definitely not going to use them too much, especially in the PvP setting. But so assuming some ships come very close to you, some small frigates manage to get close to you, you can web them and try to shoot them and damage them with webs, dual webs. Okay. Again, these are Predator ones. I believe these are the best in the game right now. Predator series, meta level 8 webs, and again, pretty standard for me. I like to fit 2 webs. The painter and the nos. Okay, the painter is again metal 8. This has got a huge optimal range or accuracy fall off, so I'm gonna utilize this to my good use. Again, painters make our targets look bigger, easier to shoot. And lastly, we have a nos, again only for 38 kilometers ish. That means only when smaller ships get close. Okay. And I have 2 Republic Fleet Berserkers. Their ranges are again 35 kilometers. So 35 on the drones, about 35, 39-ish on the nos, and on the web is only 15. So 30-ish, 15-ish, get the idea. So only when smaller stuff gets closer to you, then you use it. Then we're not going to about this too much. Okay. For the rigs, again, I have a pretty standard rig setup. I wouldn't say call it standard. I wanted to find a balance, an average. So I fit one collision, which is the damage, and I fit one extension, which increases optimal range, and I fit one burst aerator, which increases the speed at which the cannon fires. Again, it may not be optimum. I tend to fit more speed or burst aerators, just because I get more shots off. But in this case, I just wanted to show a balanced, more balanced approach. So again, I have fit one damage, one optimal range, and one burst speed. Sorry. And for my engineering, it's pretty standard. Again, semi-con and CCCs, nothing special there. And I'm not cap stable because I have the MWD fitted. If I turn off the MWD, let me see. I'm fitting an officer MWD. It doesn't really matter because our main goal here is to test the DPS. So MWD only makes the stream more smooth. Okay. Anyways, so as you can see, my cap is stable now as I unfit my MWD. So which means, well, technically, I wouldn't have my NOS range because my NOS is 38 kilometers. So let me unfit the NOS as well and see what is my cap like. Now 45 minutes, which is again, it means you're pretty much stable. Assuming you're running everything, you're running your DPS mods, you're running your shield boosters, you're running the webs and painters, you can last for 40 minutes. Basically, stable. So I'm not too worried about cap because again, it's a cannon ship. Nobody worries about cap. Okay, I'm gonna fit this NOS back on. Just because I'm testing this in a PvE environment, I'm gonna be more as safe as possible. Okay, so again, I didn't bother to get Type C or C type MWDs because again, I want to get away and be safe and be able to stream and test the DPS more than anything else. But again, my defense is all C type, so everything else is C type. Everything else is C type. Okay, so again, DPS is 2220 on the close range autocannon, which nobody's probably going to use. Let's change them to the what am I changing them to large strike cannons. Yes, okay. So again, C-type large strike cannons. Before I switch them, let me compare the difference for you. 265 DPS on the autocannons, the close range ones. Again, the range is very, very small, about 39 kilometers. 39 kilometers, 40 kilometers. About the same as my NOS. Anyways, 39 kilometers. So let's say 40. But on the large strike cannons, the snipers, which most people are going to use as well, look at that, 106. 106.3. So let's call it 106. Or with lower skills, you may get, let's call it 100. You get 100 kilometers. That's their normal range for these autocannons. For these large strike cannons, the long sniper cannons. Again, meta level 11, C types. Okay, so but as you can see, the DPS is only 163 compared to the autocannon, which is 260. Open 100 lower, but again, the range is what matters. Again, we're testing. Most people are going to use this ship for PvP. So let's test it in PvP. Nobody's going to fit close range autocannons on the battleship. So let's do sniper fit large strike cannon. Okay, so let's switch all of them. Again, we had about 2000 DPS when we fitted with all autocannons close range. So let's see what we get when we get all large strike or sniper cannons. Strike. Strike. Where it's kind of hard to see, so I'm kind of slow here. Yeah. Large strike. Large strike. Where did they go? Large strike. Why do I have extra ones? Wait, what happened? Large strike, huh? The graphics is not updating. Whatever. I hope it updates in a second. Large strike. Come on. Large strike. There we go. It says fitted, but it's not showing. Let me restart this window and see. Fitting. What in the world is going on here? Okay, so it probably lagged. Okay, whatever. Let me fit it again. Large strike. Where's my large strike? Large strike. Okay, that's one thing I have with these fitting windows. You can't see the full name of your mods. So instead of doing this, they should give us an option to view them as a list. Anywho. Okay, so I have fit them. My DPS is down to 1400, which is still very high for a battleship for a T9. Again, tomorrow it will be T9. Right now it's still T10. Did I forget something on the bonuses? No. Yeah. So again, this is the best bonuses that you're gonna get. Again, right now it's still Tech 10, but tomorrow when the new patch releases, they're gonna be down to Tech 9. And with these awesome bonuses, this is gonna become one of the hottest ships. Okay, so again, with my drones, not counting the drones, you get 1300 DPS, which is still pretty awesome. Again, all C-type sniping. Again, the range I showed you earlier is about 100 kilometers, a little more if you have high skills, a little less if you have lower skills. Okay, again, optimal plus accuracy. Okay, about 105 and 106, 104. Okay, so that's this. I wanted to show you the difference between a Tempest and a Megatron. Megatron is my favorite PvP ship in fleet combat. This is what we call in Goonswarm. I'm not gonna talk about Goonswarm. Let's leave it out of this video for now. But in Goonswarm we use Megatrons as one of our main weapons. So let me change into a Megatron and show you the DPS difference. Okay, so again, we'll come back to the Tempest later and do a live test. But I just wanted to compare this to a Megatron. So let me change to the Megatron. Megatron again is a Tech 9, which the Tempest is going to be in one day. It doesn't have a damage bonus, it has tracking speed bonus, which is kind of useless because again we're sniping in most of the PvP situations. So the thing we care about is 5% activation time, which is the speed. Inertia makes you get away faster, which is again in a battleship you're slow already, so it doesn't really matter. So the only thing is it has higher speed, just like the Tempest, but only 7 guns. So let's set it active and take a look. I've already fitted it, so hopefully it won't waste too much time. Where's my fitting? Okay, there we go. Again, 1400 something. Very similar. The DPS wise is very similar because the rail guns are more powerful than the cannons because they use capacitor, right? Because they use capacitor, they're a little more powerful. Again, they're all C types, but again, only 7 weapons C types. But you can see 7 weapons brings you about the same DPS as the Tempest do with 8 weapons. Again, I can tell you that because it's basically the same thing. Yeah, I get 7 C-type weapons, all C-type weapons. And then go to the low slot, you have we have 2 DPS mods. Just like the same way as I faded the Tempest. So 2 DPS mods. Everything else is the same. It doesn't really matter. Defense, the same drones. Same as Republic Fleet Berserker drones. And this has 1 fewer mid slot than the Tempest. So again, mostly useless mid slots on battleships. So it doesn't really matter. So I fit 1 less web. I have 1 web instead of 2 on the Tempest. So the Megatron I can only fit 1 web. Anyways, check out the range. I didn't show you the range. The range is closer than the Tempest. The Tempest goes, remember, it goes to, with the same skills, goes to 100 kilometers. This one, railgun, only goes to 77-ish as optimal plus accuracy. So yeah, so about 30 kilometers different from the Tempest. So closer range, but and about the same DPS. So that's one of the concerns for a lot of my Alliance members. They're saying, yeah, this makes the Megatron pretty much obsolete. Nobody's going to use the Megatron because, let me switch back to you. Again, 1400 DPS on the Megatron. And if we go back to the Tempest, was, again, very similar setup. Very similar. So instead of rail guns, this one has cannons, which does not use capacitor, which is a plus, an advantage for Minotaur ships. Again, 1400. So you have similar DPS just because it has 8 guns instead of 7 on the Megatron. Okay, and for DPS for the low slots, we have the same 2 damage mods. So no difference there. I forgot to show you the rigs on the Megatron. I'm not going to waste time to go back, but it's the same. Okay, I fitted the same rigs for the Megatron. Actually, just to show you that I'm being fair, let's go back to the Megatron real quick. Yeah, I wish there was a way to just look at the fitting without setting it active, but whatever. It's, again, we're doing this live, so just showing you the rigs. Again, same 2 DPS slots, okay? Low slot for DPS boosters. The same drones, again, same C-type weapons. Again, Megatron has only 7 weapons compared to the Tempest, who has 8. Again, I'm using the same level of rigs. So there's for railgun instead of for cannon. So I have 1 collision, which is for damage. I have 1 ambit, which is for optimal range, and I have 1 burst area, which is for speed. Okay, so 1 damage, 1 optimal range, and 1 for speed. Compared to, again, let's go back to the Tempest. Same setup, same rigs. Okay, 2 on the set active. I have 2 low slot damage mods. 2. Well, look at the rigs first. I have 1 damage collision, which is damage. I have 1 ambit, which is extension range, and burst, which is speed. Okay, so same rigs and same 2 DPS slots, low slots used for damage. And again, we have 1 more weapon slot and about the same DPS as the Megatron. Again, both perfect skills. Let me show you my skills. This is, again, on the test server, so sorry, wrong window. This is on the test server, so I have perfect skills across the board. So again, it makes no difference when I'm comparing different ships. When I'm comparing my weapon technology, my railgun, so my railgun skills is the same as my cannon skills. So again, this is to be fair that both have the same level of skills. I am getting similar DPS as well. But again, the main thing is the optimal range. Okay, again, optimal plus accuracy. This is about 30% higher than the Megatron. Megatron has optimal plus range about only 70 kilometers, whereas the right now the Tempest has about 100, 106, 105. So again, the concern is it's a little bit too powerful, but I guess just looking at the numbers, not too powerful. Like, you get 1 extra mid slot for an extra web or whatever you can think of, which is not going to be too useful because, again, most people are going to fit it for sniper, for long range, so most of the mid slots are going to be useless. I suppose you could fit another painter, but again, does not make too much of a difference. Okay, so with that said, let's take it out for a ride. Let me undock. Insurance, by the way, subscribe, please, and because tomorrow we have something very. Once a new patch drops, I'm gonna make a tutorial on how the new insurance system works. So keep a lookout for that. Okay, so next we're taking it out for a firing test, a live firing test. I think I spawned a level 10 normal anomaly just to test it out. So let's see how this works. Okay, anomaly. Too bad, here days. I need to finish those someday soon. But yeah, let's see. Where is my level 10 anomaly? Did it not spawn? Okay, never mind. Right there. Large anomaly. Okay. I'm gonna warp in. What is my range again? 100 kilometers? I'm gonna warp in at 100 kilometers. Just because, again, my guns have super duper range. 100 kilometers sniping range. So I just warp in at 100 and see how it works. Again, 8 guns. 8 powerful guns. 8 powerful guns. 100 kilometers. More than 100 kilometers, but 100 kilometers is going to be optimal. That's again, the background music is coming from Twitch TV/Insomniac, an awesome DJ. Check it out sometime.
The home of Boombox Cartel. Let's go.
Boombox Cartel. Anyways, okay, we're landing on grid. Enemies should be about 100 off. Please be about 100 off. Okay, not too far. Okay, I'm just gonna start shooting them. Oh, I'm sorting by name. Hold on, let me sort by distance. Okay, so about 114. Let's see how I do against. I'm gonna let's start with the bigger ships. I don't want to try to shoot a frigate at 100 kilometers off. Let me shoot at another Tempest. Look at that. Observe. Okay. Hi. Or a brother from another mother. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot at this Tempest, another battleship, at 160 kilometers off. Okay. So I'm gonna do it without damage mod first. Let's see. I'll probably hit 2630. Not bad. Okay, 115 kilometers. That's 2,000 something valley. That's rally. Not bad. Let me find my damage mod. Next 2730. Not bad. Let me find my damage mods. I'm gonna turn it on 1 second. Find it. You can't stack damage mods. Yeah, whatever. Again, the web is too far. I'm just turn on my defensive modes just so I can be safe. Okay, I'm pretty much cap stable. In case you missed the part earlier, I'm cap stable for like for an hour, basically. So, that's with that's without the NOS and that's without MWD. So, oh great, I want short. Okay, let me see if I can stack the drones. I should be able to stack the drone, please. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, the drone is not gonna fit that far. What have I been hitting at? Okay, the slasher is getting closer. 3,000. Oh my goodness! Look at that. 3,000. I did not turn on any defensive bot. I mean offensive bots yet. I'm hitting up to 3,500. Okay, let's do one more volley. 800. Okay, so you see the range. Okay, because we're moving. I guess the enemy's moving fast. The enemy ship is moving straight at me. Well, I just did 5,000 hit. I just did 5,000 hit.
Let's have a good time. Here we go.
So I'm seeing sub 1,000 hit versus so average is about 30 something, 100. So 3,000. My lowest is about 1,000. My highest is about 5,000. Average about 3,000. Which is it happens, but well 7,000. Okay, a new high because it's getting closer to me. How do you tell the speed of these ships? Anyways, my painter should work. Let's see if I turn on the painter to 2,000. Not really, because I'm already painting a battleship, so it doesn't really make a difference when I paint it. And it's heading straight at me. Again, I'm looking at the angle of the battleship, the enemy, so it's heading almost straight at me. at 100 kilometers, and I'm hitting it again. The record right now is about 7,000 hit. Average is about 3,000, 4,000 ish, and the lowest one, when I nearly glanced at, was about 1,000, like less than 1,000. One more hit, and then I'm gonna turn on my damage mod. Let me show you my again DPS again. Before any mods, 1400. Okay, 1400. And when I turn on both of my damage mods, let's see what does it go up to. Let's see the volley first. Boom, 5,000. Again, it's probably raised it by 2,000. My DPS again 2,000, 2,100, 2,150. So again, it went up from 1,400 to 2,100. Increase of about 700. You can see I just did another near 7,000 hit, 6,700 hit on this Tempest who's heading straight at me. Again, another 7,000 hit. So again, the damage mods definitely increased the average by about 2,000. What is this ship doing? Look at this. The slasher is like doing something. Is it repping this ship? It looks like it's repping this battleship or doing something to the battleship or giving it a cap or something. It's acting as a logi or something. Okay. That's pretty cool. Is it cap transfer or shield transfer? It's doing something like it's definitely orbiting this battleship. That's pretty cool. Again, this is a level 10 anomaly, large anomaly. Again, I'm liking this background music provided by Insomnia. Thank you. Okay, I am gonna look at my ship again, reset camera. Again, this is my normal hits. Again, it's coming in closer and closer to me. The enemy ship is coming in closer and closer to me, and as close as they, the closer they get to me, the more damage I'm gonna do. Look at that, I'm averaging about 6,000 hits without damage buff now. And of course, they're in hull. I'm shooting this ship right now. It's in hull, so no resist or very low resist. So okay, one down. Let me try the slasher. Oh, 13 kilometers. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my web, dual webs and NOS, and let's see how my damage goes. Whoa, one shot it. Okay, so okay, so with mods, awesome. With my webs, I hit the slasher, a frigate, for max damage. Oh, whoa! Look at that! One volley, almost killed the Rupture. The Rupture is a cruiser class. One volley without any other mods than Painter. If I can web it, it's gonna go down definitely one shot. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, let's try the Cyclone. The Cyclone is, I believe, I don't want to guess here. I think the Cyclone is a battleship. I don't remember. Yes, or a battle cruiser. Let me do a quick search. Leave Cyclone. The Cyclone should be a battle cruiser. Cyclone is a battle cruiser. Okay. So again, no problem taking out these battle cruisers. And as you can see, before the enemy battleship could ever get even close to me, at 100 kilometers, I was doing like 5,000 average. On average, I was doing 5,000 damage per volley per shot. So again, pretty awesome. Again, the slasher, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna one-shot it again. Let's take a look at 60 kilometers, probably not, but I have it painted. Oh, okay, still one shot. Okay, pretty awesome. Alright, I hope you guys enjoy this live streaming test. Again, just to give you a recap, my Tempest, which is going to be a tier 9 battleship soon, I one-shotting frigates at different ranges without webs, without anything, or just a painter. And for cruisers, I'm like 3-shotting them For battleships, I have no problem doing like about 5,000 volley damage per shot. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment and make your suggestions to Neon Poison pound 0942 on Discord, or just leave me a comment on Twitter. And see you guys next time. Again, subscribe tomorrow. Subscribe now, so it's for tomorrow. You are gonna see 2 new episodes. One, we are gonna make a drop bear special. See how a mining ship can overtake its attackers, its predators. How well can the mining ship do? And number 2 is when the insurance system comes out on live server, we are gonna test it and show you how the insurance system works. Again, thank you for watching. This is Neon Poison. Thanks to DJ Insomnia for providing the background music. See you guys tomorrow.